Everyone, it's me, Drew Arts, back with another video. This video is all about trains, for the train nerds, the train fans, or people who just want to watch autism on the big screen. Anyways, today I went to the Rocky Mountain Train Show in Colorado. The first part of the video is going to be me going over the show, showing different things, talking about various things I was interested in, and the experience overall. The last part of this video, or the later half, is going to be me and Sean showing off all of the things that we bought. So if you want to skip to all of the things that we bought, I will put the time on the screen here. If you want to learn about the Rocky Mountain Train Show and our experience at it, well, just hit on and keep on watching the video. Alright, well, anyway, here we go. First part of any good vlog video is the people walking up to their destination. So here's a clip of us walking up to our destination, and the beautiful Lionel poster as the thing leading us all to our darkest temptations. Alright, what's your name?
My name is Sean. We're at the Rocky Mountain Train Show. We're up 2026.
And how much are you looking to spend?
I'm going to spend $200.
I think that's a lie. I don't know where the clip went, but my goal was to spend like $50. Here we are walking through the halls of the Rocky Mountain Train Show. We ended up going on Saturday, not Sunday, so I am not sure of the crowd levels on Sunday. I know there are, apparently, the better deals are on Sunday, because more of the vendors are trying to get rid of more of their stock, but this is the crowd level on Saturday. We were about, I think, an hour after it opened, so not exactly at opening. This was the vendor area, and here's Sean taking a shit. Oh, I should probably cut to that. One thing you'll learn about me very quickly throughout this video is that I love cartoons, I love memorabilia, I love Pepsi, Coke, McDonald's, I love the branded trains. So a lot of the things that I'm going to highlight are the things that interest me, aka obligatory, over-the-top brand deals on the side of a boxcar. So just a little fun fact for you. Breakdown of the Lionel booth is basically on the back wall of their booth. They had a bunch of cars being displayed, as I showed earlier in the clip. In the middle, they had a couple of trains running, different trains of different varieties, and then they had a big table in the middle that was running both a Looney Tunes and a Star Wars train, which I am highlighting now. And then the only sort of interactive bit is they did have some trains that you could control, so you could control the speed. That was about it. A lot of different booths had that, but yeah, Lionel, beautiful trains, not really doing anything particularly crazy for the show in any regard, but, you know, beautiful stuff, as always. So, I have a bit of a confession to make. So, I thought I had spent more time recording the actual booths of actual brands, like Bachman, you know, Broadway Limited, Lionel, you know, all those guys. Well, turns out the only two booths that I actually recorded were Lionel and the Broadway Limited clip you're seeing now. So, apologies to anyone who really wanted to see this show. I guess you're gonna have to go for yourself. But basically, the breakdown is one whole section, or one whole large part of this warehouse. It was a very large industrial building. One section of it, the front section of it, was all these different brands. So we're talking the big train manufacturers, and then a couple of local Colorado hobby shops also had their booths set up. Most of the large manufacturers were not selling things. They were strictly just showing things off. A couple of them were doing giveaways. You could, talk to people, obviously, of the different brands. You could talk to them about how much you loved their products and how great they are, and you could give them a little smooch. I was surprised by the amount of manufacturers that were actually there. So we're talking Bachman, Cato, Lionel, Broadway Limited. A lot of the big boys, they had a booth there. So if you've ever been interested in talking with one-on-one with representatives of specific brands, this is the place to go. Unfortunately, I didn't show it to you. A lot of the time was spent in the other section of the warehouse, which was the just randos selling their stuff. We're talking about the people that come to every single train show and have tables and tables and tables and tables and tables and tables and tables worth of things to sell. So the latter half of this video is going to be a lot of clips of me looking at different trains and going ooh and ah and yeah and ooh. Yeah, unfortunately, the only thing I actually recorded was Lionel and Broadway Limited. Sorry, guys, you're gonna have to go for yourself. Okay, scary music montage over. This is Larry. Larry is at every Colorado train show. He's an OG. I've bought a couple things from him in my time, but yeah, this is Larry. He's got cool stuff. Check him out.
I'm just trying to keep.
What am I gonna do in the submarine?
This next booth is a pretty interesting one. So next to all of the people just selling rows and rows and rows and rows and rows and rows and rows of trains are a different type of booth who are people who are selling a handmade product. So this particular booth had kits. So we're talking, carriages, buildings, little people, just super cool stuff. Yeah, so I just kind of swept through their booth and showed off a bunch of the little things they had. Of course, I really loved the Coca-Cola themed diner. If you can't tell already by the custom neon sign, this next booth is giant. Thank you. Will he buy anything? We don't know. The reason why I ask him if he's gonna buy anything is because we're about 2 hours into the show and he still hasn't bought anything. So that $200 budget is looking pretty dang good. One thing to mention about this booth is there was a lot of people selling brand new trains. So earlier I mentioned, oh, just people were selling secondhand. Well, that was a Gaslight Gatekeep girl boss, because there was actually a large number of booths who were selling brand new things, like this booth here, where everything had never been touched by someone else. Assumably. I mean, I'm sure some have. I guess. What do I know? Honey, did you see the kiddie boat ride? Look, I told you this video would be about the things that interest me. Of course the clown likes the multicolored kiddie boat ride, okay? Oh shit, that's a different one.
Different style, yeah.
They made a lot of beer cars.
Well, PBR was, for a while, was an old beer. And then it became the hipster beer.
Sean's favorite beer is PBR. Feel free to judge him all you want. Just admit it, you're a hipster.
I can't do that. Oh, that's cool. I got the big ass turbine engine.
There you go. It doesn't have the smokestack you like, but that's a nice color scheme, green and gold.
That is pretty nice. You are right. You are correct.
Oh, that's a cool little track scooter.
I like this one. Did you see this Kansas City one?
Oh yeah, there was one on the other side too. Kansas City's.
Now, is there a Culver's in here? I really, really, really want to build a Culver's. Someone send me $60 and I build it. I'll promise. I'll make a whole video out of it. They got the gay car.
Oh, hey, they do.
For me,
Do they have
the gay.
Do they have Saskatchewan?
They also have the trumpets.
Don't point it out to me. I don't have any money. Wow, that guy's got a little guy in him.
It is, yeah, and it moves, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, I thought it said Detroit.
No,
The
people.
little guy. No, this is me, dude. This is me all the way. Ah, I love trolley. Shout out to Value Trains USA for being the first thing Sean has bought the entire day. More on that to come. It smells good in here. It smells like an elephant here.
Last name, Harry Meek. No. Harry Meek. If you heard your name called, come up with the door prize.
Oh, that's a cool color. We're gone.
No, they're different places.
Give me a headache. $20 for a 3-pack. It's a little bit cheaper than
What you're used to? Oh yeah, I gotta get behind you.
Can I have cheeseburger, please? Cheeseburger.
Happy birthday!
This next segment is called A Bunch of Random Pieces of Train Memorabilia That Drew Likes. Yeah, this is pretty much just a bunch of pictures and clips of me showing off different things from different booths that I liked. Sorry, you don't get the booth name. A lot of these were independent sellers who weren't otherwise marked. Anyway, enjoy the montage. This is what Sean looked like after the show, and this was what kept me alive. The next part of this video is going to be Sean and I going over all of the things that Sean bought. And looking at the timestamps, it's gonna be a while. So buckle up, get ready, and the autism is on full display. Hello and welcome to the haul portion of the video. Are you ready for the ultimate train man? Please introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm a fucking train nerd. There's a lot of trains behind us here. Some are put away in boxes currently, but
Well, you didn't say your name.
I'm a train nerd.
Oh, okay. We're staying ambiguous. I see.
Yeah, we're staying train nerd.
My
So we went to the Rocky Mountain Train Show, as clips will show, or have already shown, where we've already been.
Good job, Kylie. You're doing amazing, sweetie. Wow, look at her go.
And the first item we got was from Value Trains USA, which is a company, I believe, out of Missouri, is what he said. And he has promotional cars for the train show. So it says Rocky Mountain Train Show, and it says 4/20/2026. But I assume he's just making a weed joke because it was not on the 20th of this month.
No, it was on the 11th, yeah? That's when we went?
Yes.
And now we're opening the box. Oh, wait, look at the box. Wait, show the box design. That's cool.
I did.
Well, no, like this. How it opens.
And then it opens from the bottom. And then...
He had a bunch of different designs, and he had a bunch of different... We say he, that was just the person that we were talking to for the show.
That was the owner.
Oh, that was the owner. Okay. He had a bunch of different sets and stuff.
Of new train companies that were former mergers. So it was like a heritage boxcar set for like Union Pacific and the BNSF Railroad. Nothing for CSX or Norfolk Southern, but it's still, we'll get it out of its
show the packaging ASMR. There you go.
Oh man, I probably should have just used my knife for this, but
no, it's just tape. You got it.
Oh, it's just
you
tape.
got it.
We're
Beautiful.
Good. And then here is the first train car I bought. This one was only
$40.
$40. Very basic box car, but it has the show.
You got it for the show.
It had the show on it, and I said I want to have a memorabilia piece that was the show itself.
Because we had such a good time.
Yeah, it was a great time at the show. Saw a lot of people. Saw a YouTuber there. Didn't say hi to him though.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, we brushed past with a celebrity train man?
Yeah. His name is Hyce. HYC.
Oh, now where did we get this next one?
I don't remember the name of the booth we got this from, but this came out of the bargain bin.
At one of the many local people who were reselling their stock, and there was a lot of tables like that. I did not go over them specifically in the video just because that would be a lot of organizing, and it was all kind of the same, like, here's everything I own style. But this was in one of the booths had a bargain bin under the table, and I'm always down for a bargain bin. So I was digging around for just looking. Usually they're not in the box, so I was impressed by that. Usually it's just like loose cars in a Tupperware. But yeah, this was one that I found in the bin, and we both really liked the design. One of my favorite words is Valvoline. I don't know, it's just a weird word. And this is our Valvoline boxcar.
And it was originally purchased at Toys R Us. But we'll go ahead.
We'll open her up.
Open her up out of the box.
This was in the $3 bargain bin, and it was bought at Toys R Us for $3. I wish there was some sort of date on this thing. We tried looking for a date, but it doesn't specifically say anything. I assume 01 at the end might mean 2001, but
yeah, this might have been from 2001.
we're not
but
experts. But
it's a very basic plasticky box car that just says Valvoline on it. I mean, for $3,
it looks brand new, honestly.
no complaints. I don't think it's ever been out of its box. It does have the old Kato style coupler, which is okay. Not what we use nowadays,
yeah.
but we have enough old stuff.
We have a lot of old trains.
We can make that work with them. And Valvoline, just a motor oil, like it.
I mean, it's really
like
nice.
the old design. I find is really cool with its colors that it used.
And it's fresh. Usually when you find something like this, it's really scratched up, especially in a bargain bin.
The yellow, I believe, should have been white to properly fill the Valvoline logo, but they probably couldn't get the copyright for that much of the Valvoline logo.
Well, yeah,
And
I mean, it
now
might cover the can.
And now the new logo is also, they use green and white now instead of this red, white, and blue color scheme they have going on.
It's giving God Bless America, you know? But yeah, we just really liked that one, and it was super cheap. And we try to avoid the cheapies just because we have a plug, aka my father buys us a lot of trains. And they're usually $3 bargain bin type trains. So this one was just fun. I realized it was from Toys R Us later, and I thought that was a cool aspect. And yeah, on to the next. All right, we continue on our lovely journey. Now we're getting into a bit juicier of a content.
We're getting into actual trains. So this one here came from a company called Resource Trains.
Hello, Drew from the future here. Quick correction on the train company Sean just mentioned. I cannot find the train company that he mentions in the video. I think what he meant to say is a company by the name of resourcedrails.com. Yeah, so don't actually know if that's correct, but yeah, I'm just going to say they're from Resource Rails because I don't know what Sean's on about here.
And they buy, sell, trade new and used trains. So we got this one for a steal. This was only $35 because it says gear noise. Haven't tested it to hear the noise or how it runs.
Oh, it is Spectrum. You should say that.
It is Spectrum, which is an older brand now. And then there was also like 4 of these trains, but
most of them had gear noise.
Yeah, they all had some kind of gear noise and different colors. They're all Great Northerns brand or road names, but we went with the one that we felt had the best coloring. This is a Doodlebug, and it's cab forward, diesel engine in the middle here, and then a passenger area in the back. And it can have other passenger trains behind it, but it also does have a coupler, and the coupler is tied into the truck. So the truck slightly moves when the coupler moves, which just means that now this can handle my cheap curves. The more expensive you go, the more gradual curves you get. And that just means you can run bigger and nicer trains. I have some trains that I can't even run because I don't have the curvature for them. They just derail when you try to run them. But this guy's whole booth, he had some really good deals and some stuff that was just expensive overall. It was brass, so
it's nice to have a mixed bag, though.
Yeah, to have a combo of both is super nice.
I thought the box said the name on it. Oh, it does.
This is a Doodlebug.
Read the whole name. HOEMC Gas Electric, in quotations, Doodlebug, Great Northern.
Yes, this was a gas electric prototype train.
You gotta show the front. The front's the best.
Real
Real close. Real close. Because I gotta edit this. I gotta zoom in. Be straight now. Be straight. He's new to this content creating thing.
Focus.
Well, we gotta block our faces out.
There it
to
goes.
work.
There is a little guy operating it.
I love the little guys.
It does have a cow catcher, which is slightly bent, but for $35, I don't care.
How much do these go for normally?
A good one, you can spend anywhere upwards of $350 to get a nice one. And it has a little bell painted. Does not move. It is fixed in place. Has the 3 smokestacks.
Does it have little seats on the inside or no?
Yes.
Oh, so you could put little people on the inside of it as well.
There is very little seats. You can barely see them in the shot. There is very little seats there. Here's the back. I hope that these 2 lights on the top do light up. That would be very cool. I have a couple other styled after Doodlebugs here that do light up.
Do you think the light on the front will light up?
I would hope so.
And then for the people who are uneducated, what does gear noise mean?
The motor has a little drive shaft that connects to this front set of wheels here, and in there's little gears from the motor that then connect to the drive shaft. So somewhere along there's most likely a small bearing that's either bent, or the gear could be possibly broken or damaged a little bit itself, but not that concerned. It really turns out to be a big deal. I have some other trains that don't really work quite right, or they're really beat up.
He's a cannibal.
And I can just vulture them for parts to make this one work, because I got this guy just because I think it's really neat, and it's just
it's really cool.
It's just a cool piece.
I'm kind of jealous now. I wish we bought the other one too.
There was 3 we could have bought. We could have had triple.
I know, we could have had triplets. I really like this design. I really like how it's just not very, I don't know, I'm not a super trained person, so I could be lying.
It's not a prototypical thing you would see.
Yes, it's not very common. Like, I think this is the first time that maybe you've pointed this out, or we've really seen this.
We've seen one other one before.
And then for $35, I mean,
it's hard.
$35.
It's hard to beat that kind of pricing.
So, yeah, okay. All right, on to the next. This next set of trains, yeah, we get to say that, or a pair, if you will, was from another local dealer. His entire booth was some nice cardboard boxes, and you got to dig through the cardboard boxes. But I'll pass the mic over here to Sean. I'll hold this one to explain what's going on under this peekaboo here.
So this is a pair of Milwaukee Road E7A locos, and they're from Proto 2000. And the reason that the shell is up here and the motor and the rest of the train is underneath was to bypass taxes back in the day. They stopped doing this now. They've kind of sealed that loophole, I believe. We'll go ahead and open this box up to show it all off. But,
so this box type is one that is very fun to open at shows, because it's very easy to see the trains, because all you have to do is lift this flap.
We always look at every Proto box.
We really do.
Proto 2000 or 1000, just because you can quickly flip them up, see what it looks like, see the color, see the condition easily. Because sometimes you have to slide, you have to pull covers off, pull
like
foam
the Spectrum
out of the
box
way to get a look inside. And sometimes that's just kind of annoying, or you're worried that you won't be able to get it back in the box right for them.
These were also brand new. They were both wrapped together in the cellophane. So
Yes.
assuming that these had never been opened before.
Yes, these are fully in their original packaging.
And they're the same train, yes?
They are the same. I think their numbers are different, but
And you paid $35 for each of them.
correct.
So a total of $75.
This costs $70.
Oh, 70.
Total. Or 70, yeah, 75. No, 70. He cut me a little deal. That's taped. I need my knife.
He's opening it up. So these are the first time these have probably seen air. Now, I know you're cutting, so concentrate, but why would you buy 2 of the same train?
Because you can take them and run them in a back-to-back configuration. Try to pull the styrofoam out of this. It had a styrofoam shell inside of it. So you can run these in a back-to-back configuration called an AA unit, or you can run them in an ABA or solo by themselves. And the B unit is that car that looks similar to this but doesn't have a cab on it and is shorter. That's just a third power unit. and that was a way to bypass the railroad union, because they said that if it was a unit, they had to have people manning it, and then they removed the cab, so then they could say this is an unmanned unit, and it would have a data cable from the main engine back to control that engine, which most of the time that engine would run a lot harder than the front one, because the guys running the train, the locomotive and the engineer, or excuse me, the engineer and the conductor, they don't want to hear the main engine roar. They wanted to be farther back. So here's the shell. It's a Milwaukee Road, which we have a lot of orange trains, and there's nothing wrong with that. But now
He has an affinity for orange.
Now
Do we just have to admit it?
something about the orange trains always get me. But these are fun because they're technically a kit.
Yeah, so I was going to ask, as for the people who may not know, so why did these come separately? Why do we have to put them together?
Because if it was a kit, the taxes were less. You could say this is not ready to run. You have to build it first. And I have to get this out of this box somehow.
So it's basically the shell of the train is the first part. Then you have all the electronics, the motor in the second part. Most of these that we find are secondhand, so they are already put together. So this also shows you like another thing, like, hey, this has never even been ran because they're still two separate pieces. And then in this third compartment here, you can kind of see it. There is some, I'm not going to say extra parts, but parts you have to attach later. There's a little bag of trinkets in here, and then what'd you call that? A cow guard?
That's
That's
a
cow guard here. So, cow catcher. My bad.
And this is actually fancier than I originally thought. So here's the bottom, here's the underside. Up here, this is the cab. It has one light center, 2 lights on the sides, 2 light up the number boards.
That's cool. I like
But
when those number boards are lit.
I say this one's fancier because this board right here means that it is DCC, which means you can take a remote controller, and use that to run this train, so then you don't have to sit there with a dial or the lever to power the train up. We don't have DCC fully yet. I have a controller, but I just haven't bought the rest of the parts to make it work, mainly because I've been cheap and lazy.
So DCC allows you to have the sound, correct?
It allows you to have sound and control and to make horn noises and stuff as they go.
It's bougie.
So this would allow you to run multiple trains on the same track, and you can set them up to go the same speed. Or if we wanted to take our other train here, we could take it and put them back to back.
Dude, I just discovered something.
And we can program the one to run in reverse and match the speed of the front unit.
I just discovered something amazing. It comes with little guys. There's going to be little guys sitting in the front. I freaking love the little guys.
Which we'll have to put the little guys
in first.
The shell you just slap it on, and then it's supposed to. I won't push it down right now because we have little guys to put in and some other stuff to put in.
Very important. Very important.
So then this is how it looks all together, and there is a piece in the box that will cover this front coupler and make it look nice. And we can also remove this coupler piece, and there'll be a solid piece that would go in front, which would be normal. For the lead unit, you would have it fully closed off to be aerodynamic. And yep, there's the front piece. So we would take this and slot it right up and on, like a little chin guard here. Yep, there it goes. And then that coupler would stick out. The rear unit would have this in this configuration, but the front unit would normally just be closed off for aerodynamics, which is also why they have a full car body for aerodynamics. But nowadays they don't do that for a walking platform along the back side of the engines.
Little guys. I love little guys. So now we have a little bit of something to put together, and by we I mean him. Okay, I don't do any of that. I just do the painting. Okay, he does all the electronics and all the configurations. So how much would, let's just say, one of these usually run you?
A full DCC engine ready to go like this, you're probably looking at,
Well, in the kit style.
kit style, you're probably looking at closer to like 250.
250. Okay.
Well, we are not.
We are not. You'll notice a running theme. Everything we buy is usually around $35. Last but certainly not least, from our local hobby town that had a booth at the show, we have
The Waddell Coal Company.
set of 4.
So these
Coal
ones were, we had looked at these in store for months.
Many a time. I wouldn't say we're a regular, but we're definitely a local. So we've been going to this one hobby town that's very close to our apartment, and when we go there, we always go to the train section. I mean, we end up looping the whole store, but we always start in the train section. And we both were really, he's opening them right now. We were both really attracted to this design. Also, not beating the orange-only train allegations.
Yeah, you can even see a couple orange ones poking out from behind us. But we would always look at these cars. I think it's mainly for myself. It's something about the font of the Waddell Coal Mining Company on there. Something about it just really, I don't know, it's really nice. So they had their own booth at the train show, and these were in a 50% off bin.
Well, you got to tell them original price.
The original price was $116.
Which is pretty standard for a set of 4, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, 3 to 4 cars. 4 if they're small, like this one here. This is very small compared to my hand. And you could expect a 3-pack of larger cars to be roughly the same price. So they were finally on sale.
50%.
Enough for us to finally say, I think it's time.
And the fact that they were even there. I mean, he had went to the store they were selling cheaper tickets to the show at the Hobby Town. So there's a little fun fact for you. It was $3 off if you go to your local hobby store. So instead of $16 to get in, it was $13, correct?
Yes.
So when he went to the Hobby Town, there was nothing left. They had cleared out all of the train stock to take it to the show. So they had a lot of really good deals. Probably the best, well, besides the secondhand stuff, but they had the best brand new deals, I would say, out of everyone.
And they were selling a lot of older, still in box, brand new German stuff, different German train sets or building sets, which the little green guy behind us is part of one of those sets because it was a 3-pack and it was half off in the store. So we got that.
We're big deal fans, and the hobby towns, if you've never been to a hobby town, they do have a lot of deals, especially on the things that they acquire secondhand. They'll usually put a 25% off sticker. They usually have bargain bins for trains that instead of are like $30, they're like around $17, $15. So they do a lot of great deals if you want to go around there. But this is our set of 4. We've finally splurged. By we, I mean him, but I'm a conglomerate in this partnership here. And unfortunately, right now, we are about to move, and so we don't have any of the capacity to show you guys any of these trains moving or in action. So if you want that, maybe in a later video, when we're in the new place, we can run some trains. Or, hey, do we want a Sean Collection train video? I mean, hey, we got a lot of trains, and we have even more because my father does not stop buying us trains.
There's even more in boxes put away.
Mm-hmm.
Besides what is on display. What's on display is a lot of stuff that we have purchased and acquired over the time being here in this apartment.
Yes, he's would you say you had trains as a child, but being a collector, I have rekindled your collection gene and the train bug has bit you hard?
Well, I have O scale as a child at my parents' house still, and apartment living is not quite good for O scale.
You back up a little bit.
So we switched.
There you go.
We switched to HO scale, which is a lot smaller.
Oh wait, show them. It's from Athena, right?
Athens.
Athens. That's the word. I always want to
Athens.
call it Athena. Women up, but this is yeah. These are from Athens. The resident train expert at the Hobbytown was saying they were released a year and a half ago. I don't know if that means anything too important to people, but they're super cool. And I think he said there's 2 other types.
Yes,
as well?
There is 2 other model numbers of the Waddell Coal Company.
I think we might need to get them when we're looking at
And the only thing that changes is just the number, just each individual.
Oh, I thought the color
car,
changed.
all the individual car numbers change. Some people really care about different number of car or per car. Personally, I don't care enough.
Alright, I'm gonna have to cut these 2 off here because for the next 10 minutes, we pretty much just ended up talking about whatever interests us in the moment, aka showing off a couple of our trains. So, I'm gonna stop these 2 here and tell you a little bit more. So, if you're wondering what the luxurious total was, it was... So what was your budget again? How much did you want to spend?
My budget was $200.
And what did we walk out with?
Do we want to share that right now?
Yeah, it's all added in.
Oh, $208.
Wow, did you see that coming? $208. Who would have suspected he would go $8 over? I really thought when we went to the show that it was going to be a knockout for him, and we were going to be in the $500 range. But no, he kept it tight, and his wallet nice and fat. Nonetheless, the Rocky Mountain Train Show is a wonderful time, a wonderful opportunity for both casual trains enthusiasts like me and diehards like Sean. So if you're looking for a fun time in Colorado, I would definitely recommend the Rocky Mountain Train Show. And for that, Sean and I are going to thank you both for watching, and I hope you have a lovely day, and I hope you enjoyed Autism on the Big Screen. We're very susceptible to capitalism.